Your name, Hackett 2K. $
I
Hackett
don't
2K.
think you could find the song I would sing. Can you call? Let me see. When I've done the best I can, when your friends don't understand. You think you can find that? It's a hymn.
I don't know
Like
that.
I almost know that I could. When I've done the best I can, you know that. When your friends don't understand. That's the song. I don't know if you can find a karaoke.
I can't find it.
I do it. I'm gonna have to play that for you, mother, because that karaoke won't even invent it when that song came out.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to get my keyboard out and play that for you.
Okay.
we gonna find it. Adrian, go ahead and send me a cash app, Adrian. Hackett, that's HACKETT, the number 2 and the letter K. All right.
So when your friends don't understand, then the Lord will carry me.
All right.
Okay.
To sing more than once then. Because Dee done pulled you up on stage. And so we here now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Katora and I met when she first started wearing pants.
Oh wow, that's what we doing. My God.
Oh my God.
We was in church, we had on some yellow stilettos. They were so high, and these capri pants. And boy, I could tell that was her first time.
You're gonna leave us apostolics alone.
Oh, I'm one of them. We just wasn't that strict. You know, Philadelphia Apostolic, y'all called us half saved. But it's all right. It's all right. And she is my goddaughter. She is just an amazing person, an awesome singer. Her and Dee are friends. They've been singing together, and singing around and all that stuff. But right now, Katora sings with Ricky Dillard. But at this moment, she gonna sing something for us, to me. And all right, Katora, take it away.
I'll be on camera for the next time. But for this time,
got a different wig. Go ahead.
Yes, I gotta make sure my wig is straight in Jesus' name. But I'm gonna sing, since Dee didn't call me to the carpet, one of our favorite songs that Apostle loves for me to sing. I will make the darkness light before thee.
Yeah.
What's wrong, I'll make it right before thee.
Mm-hmm.
All your battles he will fight before thee, and the high place God said I'll bring down when thou walkest by the way, I'll lead thee. And things of the land, I'll lead thee. And a mansion in the sky, I'll lead thee. And the high place.
Yes.
And the high places. And the high place. God says I'll bring down and the high place. God says I'll bring down. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
That is a shame. That girl sang like that. Y'all see. That's why I just love it. That's why I just had to have y'all here. Thank you. Y'all, one of my favorite TV
All right,
shows
Christy, you better get it right now.
from the 1980s. You know what this is?
Golden Girls.
This Patti LaBelle on Sesame Street.
My God.
We get ready to do another giveaway.
I'm gonna do it again.
Y'all get my volunteers ready.
Listen to me one more time. A-B-O-C.
What was she pointing at, y'all? All right. So y'all, I was born in the 80s, and it is public knowledge that my favorite TV show of all time is Golden Girls. Love Golden Girls. Favorite show of all time. So I need 2 volunteers to come up for this next contest, this game we're gonna play. What we're gonna do, I want to know who can sing the jingle to a 1980s TV show. Something from the 80s or the 90s. You got to sing the jingle to the TV show. Maisha, you had a question. Maisha had a question. When we in class, Maisha had questions. We had a party. Maisha, you got a question?
I want to win some money.
All right. So you gonna volunteer. Maisha is one of our volunteers. Who else volunteering for this game? I want 3 people. Yeah, I'll take 2. Is y'all raise their hand? I can't see all this screen stuff. Maisha is one. Who's the other one? You got to do the theme song. Y'all know these days TV shows don't have theme songs, but they used to have theme songs. Anybody know the theme song to Different World?
I know my parents love me.
Damn,
come one day.
Who that singing?
I know now that I'm ready, 'cause I finally heard him say, ooh, it's a different world. Ooh, where you come from.
All right. And so Maisha is one person. Who's my other contestant for this game to win $50? This is the theme song game. Don't nobody know a theme song besides her? All right, Maisha, come on. Don't tell us what the show is. Just start singing the song.
Thank you for being a friend. Don't travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal.
Confidant.
But if you threw a virtual party and invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest voice would be from me that can't sing. And the voice attached will say, thank you for being my coach.
Oh, thank you.
Love you.
All right. I appreciate it. Now.
Thank you for being a friend.
Oh, yeah.
I said, give me your cash app.
Hey, so we started from the bottom, now we're here, girl. Oh, yeah. This is my part right here. Ooh, if I did the biggest gift, the biggest. Thank you for being my friend. Oh, yeah.
Hallelujah.
Yeah. Maisha, you have to send me a cash out request for $50. Hackett 2K. That's Hackett, the number 2 and the letter K. All right. So anybody else know any theme songs?
2 theme songs from the 90s that everybody knows.
What's that?
That was me, D. What's some 90s things?
Yeah, 90s. Well, yeah, they all blend together for me. I was a nerd. In the 80s, and I was not cool at all. I was just watching TV and doing other people's homework for money. I guess that's what I do now. I do y'all homework for money. That's what I really do, don't I? And I'll be setting up y'all.
Me
D, you
too.
was a nerd.
I ain't got one.
All right, hold on. You got one, but D, you was a nerd?
I wasn't a nerd, but I did everybody's homework because I'm like a math genius.
Oh, okay. Did they pay you?
Yes. My mama, I got in trouble because, yeah, she didn't know, but yeah, I charged my brothers and all their friends because they was dumb.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yep, they was dumb.
All right. Who said they got a theme song for us?
This Kendra.
All right, Kendra.
Do you have to sing or
No, you got to sing.
All right. Well,
Don't tell us what the show is. We gonna guess it.
Well, the one I was thinking about is a little more rapping than some of y'all watching the newer version right now.
Oh, don't do your thing. We grown.
Let me tell you a story all about how my life got turned upside down, and I like to take a minute, just sit right there. I'll tell you how I became a prince of a town called Bel Air. In West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground is where I spend most of my days. Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool and all shooting some all outside of the school when a couple of guys, they were up to no good. Started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got in one little fight and my mom got scared and said, "You moving with your auntie and uncle to Bel Air." I whistled for a cab, and when it came near the license plate, especially in the dice in the rear, the big thing I could say, this cab was to Bel Air. I pulled up to the house about 7 or 8, and I yelled to the cabbie, "Yo, home, smell you later." Looked in my kingdom, I was finally there to sit on my throne at the Prince of Bel Air.
Yeah, man. That's cool. All right. Yeah. Go ahead. Send me the cash app request for $50. We appreciate you playing along. Now, look, y'all. Did any of y'all watch cartoons? I watch cartoons.
Yes.
A lot of cartoons.
Yes.
A lot of cartoons. As a matter of fact, I think I thought I was a cartoon. But my kids, they didn't they thought that gummy bears was just a candy. Like they thought gummy bears was just a candy. I had to tell them that it was a TV show. It was a cartoon.
Right. Yeah.
Now I know this one is difficult. This one is difficult. But Who want to do the Gummy Bears jingle for me? Oh, yeah, it's difficult. You know, the Gummy Bear theme song, that's fine. Well, I just saved me $50.
We know My Little Pony.
My Little Pony? That's a girl's show. I mean, well, you're a girl. What's the My Little Pony? I don't even know what it's. I mean, I know it was a toy, but go
We
ahead.
know Turtle.
Don't know it. What is the My Little Pony song? What was it?
My Little Pony. You know,
That was all. I remember Jim. Do y'all remember Jim?
Jim, like, where's
Truly
Walter?
outrageous, truly, truly, truly outrageous. Oh, Jim, Jim, the music's contagious. Truly, truly, truly outrageous.
No, they just played that in DC.
And I used to watch the Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling. I probably wasn't supposed to because they was walking around in their undies, but
Oh, yeah.
I was watching the Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling. But for now, we're gonna play the Gummy Bears. All right. Oh, looks like somebody been watching.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Caring, courageous, and caring, faithful and friendly with stories. What's our fun tonight? They bring out marching along as the song fills the air. Gummy bears bouncing here and there and everywhere. High adventure that's beyond compare. They are the gummy bears. Magic and mystery are part of their history, along with the secret of gummy bear juice. The legend is growing, they take pride in knowing the fight for what's right in whatever they do. Gummy bears bouncing here and there and everywhere. High adventure that's beyond compare. They are the gummy bears. They are the gummy bears.
Hallelujah.
All right, all right. That actually made me want to go back and watch episodes of Gummy Bears and then Muppet Babies. Muppet Babies. All right. So look, y'all. The other thing that the 80s and 90s was known for is dancing.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Now, I know y'all sitting at y'all computers and devices. Y'all can't dance on screen. But we
Apostle, you want some favorite dances from the 90s?
Yeah, that's what I want.
Okay, we got you.
All right.
Hey, Apostle, did you get my message? I believe one of your other guests is here.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
Paul.
One of my other guests is here.
Yes.
All right. So who's that? You can introduce them.
April Hole.
All
I
right.
believe still on. April, are you here? She told me.
Yes, I'm here.
Oh,
All
great.
right.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
April, you can put your screen on control. You can introduce her, or she can introduce herself. Either way. Thank you for coming, April.
It's my pleasure, Apostle.
So April is one of my good friends, and she is one of my New G sisters, and she is one of the New G leads and sings one of our favorite songs, Lifter.
Yes.
And she's going to sing a nice tribute to Dr. Hackett tonight. So without further ado, April.
Hello, everyone, and happy birthday, Apostle Hackett. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of your night. Katora, I love you. I appreciate you. And I'm just going to sing a little song to encourage you and be out of your way so you can enjoy the rest of your evening. There is no secret Great what God can do. What He's done for others, He'll do for you. With arms wide open, He'll pardon you. There is no secret what God can do. Great is thy faithfulness. Great is thy faithfulness. Morning by morning, new mercies I see. All I need thy hands hath provided. Great is thy faithfulness, Lord, unto me. I will be with you. I will be with you. I will be with you if you only trust me. God said, trust me. Oh, trust me. 'Cause He says, I am that I am. I have power, and I will deliver if you will only trust me. Oh, trust me. Oh, trust me. Trust and obey. For there's no other way to be happy in Jesus, but to trust and obey. Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Goodness gracious. Lord have mercy. We appreciate it. Oh, it's a shame. Everybody on here can just sing. I know I like good singing, but good gracious. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all. Ooh, Jesus. That don't make no sense. That just ain't fair. How people get these gifts and skills and talents and stuff. Y'all, in the 90s, now I didn't only go to church. I love to dance. I love to dance, period. All right. I love to dance. And but I had asthma. And so it was weird because I had asthma and I really wasn't supposed to be. I really wasn't supposed to be dancing as hard. And I danced real hard. Like I danced real, real hard, real hard. I would dance until I got an asthma attack. And then God healed me from asthma when I was 13. And I just danced even more. But anyway, so I actually like mashups. All right. I like mashups when they mix different genres of music. And y'all, this is one of my favorite ones.
Canvas.
Y'all better not be smoking in church.
Hey.
And so at the church, the first time I pastored a church was in Richmond, Virginia, and my church had a club. We had a Christian club called Club Inferno, and on Friday nights, we would have like a DJ and stuff. We remix. Today is popular, but back in the day, they just, I don't know what they thought about us. We was crazy, but we was young. We ain't had nothing else to do.
We had cute mocktails too.
We did. We had cute.
We had cute mocktails
called the Inferno. Now this was the mocktail. It was red Kool-Aid. I don't know what flavor, just red. It was real sugary, like deep sugar, almost frozen, so slushy like, right? And chunks of pineapple in it. D, don't you go bring out no red Kool-Aid. She better not come back to this screen with no red Kool-Aid. I hope she don't come
you
back.
gotta remember that we said mocktail.
Mock, yeah, it was mocktails. We don't drink for real. So it was half frozen Kool-Aid with pineapple chunks in it. And on the top, and Red Bull in it, with Red Bull, and on the top we sprinkled cayenne pepper. So it was hot and cold at the same time. Red Kool-Aid, half frozen, with pineapple chunks and Red Bull in it, with cayenne pepper on top. What y'all think about that?
Did it have vodka?
That's why the party was lit.
No, we didn't have vodka, but somebody probably did something to it otherwise.
No, that Red
That was
Bull,
probably me.
Bull and the sugar. It was that did.
Man. Yeah, but
it was me that brought the vodka. Okay, I got it.
We had a lot of fun. We was trying to use up all the energy. Like, you know what I mean? We wanted that when people went home that they didn't have no more energy to creep. They could just go home. But you know, folk got energy. They figured it out.
Oh my God.
Oh, but we had a good time, and yeah, we did. We had a good time. Let me see about this one.
Makes no difference.
Oh no, I think we already played that one, didn't I? So yeah. All right. So let's do our next giveaway. Now y'all, I'll talk about the grants and stuff like that. I know some of y'all are my customers and students, and like some of y'all just came for the discounts, and that's cool. But if that's what I had to do to get you to come to my party, so be it. I only do this one day a year, and so I did 43% off of everything in my virtual store. So any of the courses, any of the grants that you want to get, you can go to the virtual store and get it 43% off. But if you want my training program, that's $2,000. Then you don't buy that one for 43% off, because that'll only bring it down to 1,100. And I actually took it down to 700 today. So if somebody wanted my whole training program, you can get that. And anybody that buys the training program, you get entered into a drawing to win a free vacation. I've already, we have, actually, is Michelle here? I don't know if Michelle, the travel agent. And so I partnered up with a travel agent, and we pre-purchased some packages. So you'll get to choose between like 10 cities to do a vacation in. We've already paid for it. The flight and the hotel, flight from select cities, and the hotel, 3 days and 2 nights. So we're giving that away as a raffle to anybody who buys a $700 program. And so I'll get into that a little later. I'll get into that. And whenever we open it, The first person that buys, I'll give you $100. So I've got some more stuff to give away. But for right now, let's talk about these dances. All right. Anybody in here from the 90s used to dance? I want you to come on and tell your story about a party or an event where you danced. All right. Now, when I was in college, I told y'all me and Benita went to the same church, right? And so I was 17 when I went to college. Oh, yeah, hey, Kendra. I was 17 when I went to college, and I've been preaching already. And so when I left the PAW in Philadelphia, I came down south and I joined Mount Calvary Holy Church. And our bishop,
Hallelujah.
Harold Ivory
Mount
Williams,
Calvary.
yeah, Mount Calvary, with Shirley Caesar. And so during those days, Dee, she went to Mount Calvary in Richmond. Uh, and Fantasia went to Mount Calvary in High Point.
How
Uh,
boy.
Yep. So we had unity days and youth conference and Sunday school conference and all that stuff, blah, blah, blah. So when like to get your minister's license, they actually did a verbal test in addition to a written test. And Mount Calvary was so strict, y'all. Lord, they were so strict. If you said a scripture wrong, like as a minister, like afterwards, they would check you on that. And when I got licensed as a minister, they had just established a rule that in order to be an ordained elder, like you go through 3 levels: minister, evangelist, elder. By the time you get to ordained elder, they require you to have a degree. Like you had to have a degree.
Yep.
They didn't care what it was in, but they was like, you have to have some value in the real world. Like your
Right.
whole thing just be church. I was like, dog.
Yeah.
But
And also, Apostle, if I could chime in, I'm not a minister or anything like that, but in order to lead praise and worship or to be on the choir, you were required to go through CBI, Calvary Bible Institute, and have a degree. So it wasn't just the ministers, it was us. So like you graduated at 17, I also graduated high school at 17, and I went on to go to Virginia State and BCU. So, you know what I'm saying? They were very strict on that. Very strict on that, you know? So yeah.
And I mean, these days I appreciate it. Like those days, people picked on us because we was always in church, always studying, whatever. But you can't say we stupid.
Come on. I know that's right.
You sure won't say we broke. But
come on.
So they
At
had
all.
they had a verbal test. And for the ministers, they had 100 questions that the board could choose from. And Shirley Caesar, she asked me the toughest question. And it was on the paper, but I just didn't expect her to ask me this question. She was like, describe for me 3 versions of the Bible, when they were written and why. And I had to answer. Yep. I answered it correctly. The King James, the New King James, and the New Living Translation. Gratefully, I had been studying. I'm good at studying. I know how to study. And so I passed. But anyway, so I went to college and I was in a brand new city, and I was a little bit of a hoe, a little bit of a dog. But I went to parties and I partied a lot. And I didn't think anything was wrong with going to parties because I wasn't doing nothing except dancing, right? But I don't know if Benita's still here. We was at this church, and somebody went back and told the pastor that I was at a party in a white suit. And so he called and asked me about it. And he was like, did you go to a party? I said, yes, sir. He said, and were you wearing a white suit? I said, yeah. He said, why? He said, you wasn't trying to. I was like, no, what I'm trying to hide for. It was a Super Bowl party. He said, well, yeah, it was a Super Bowl party, but wasn't it ladies in thongs there? I said, well, I said they did have a thong contest, but I wasn't there for all that. I was just there for the party. And I'm thinking if it's an NFL party, like it's a higher class party, you know what I mean? Where you get like, the red carpet and stuff like that. And y'all forgive me. Well, it happened. I didn't do nothing wrong, but one of the girls had on a white thong, and it was the wrong time of the month. It was just a whole bad situation right there. So I danced, and I told you I danced real hard, real hard. I danced real hard. And so here I'm in a meeting with the pastor. He like, Minister Hackett. I was like, yes, sir. He said, you can't do that. That'll mess up your witness. You can't be preaching and partying like that. I said, okay. He said, well, they ain't have no problem. I said, well, I didn't think that was wrong because all I was doing was dancing, right? I wasn't doing nothing extra. I was just dancing. I said, but if you prefer that I stop doing that, I don't have a problem. I'll stop. No problem. But then I asked him, who told you that I was there? You get what I'm saying? Because if somebody got all the details about what I was doing and what I was dancing and what I was wearing, that means they was there too. Right. It turned out to be the next pastor's daughter was there, and she was mad because I didn't dance with her. Because it was this other girl I was dancing on. I had flipped upside down and was dancing on her up against the cage. And well, praise the Lord. But anyway, they was playing the percolator. And so, I think I just told y'all too much, didn't I?
I like it.
Y'all ain't gonna listen to me teach no more grant classes. Y'all just go ahead and be doing the percolator upside down with some girl up against the wall, up against the gate.
Listen, I like it. If I was old enough, I probably would have been there.
Yeah. But so I want one of y'all to tell me. I need a volunteer to tell me about when you were at a party and you danced hard. I'm not talking about no play. I'm talking about a party where you really went and had a good time dancing. All right, who's gonna volunteer to tell your story about a party that you went to and you had a good time dancing?
They ain't ready. They ain't ready for this.
Yeah. Oh Lord.
The only party that I was dancing at is a all night prayer in Jesus' name.
Scratch.
I didn't go to no clubs. So I know I just wasn't there. I don't know no things.
Couture, is that you? Is that you, Couture?
That's Couture.
It is. I didn't do. I all I did was
Couture. We was at Virginia State. Go ahead. What now? What would you say?
Oh, I was at the Christian club that one of the gentlemen had set up in Richmond. They had a Christian club.
That's your story, and you sticking to it.
Oh, it is my story and my testimony in Jesus' name.
Let me go get these pictures out of my room. Hold on, because see, Couture, I'm just joking.
Girl, you are joking because there are no receipts for that.
But y'all got to come on. I don't care how old you are. You don't have to have a story from the 90s. But somebody on here, and Granny T, we're not gonna let you tell your story. Granny T, you can dance.
I'm being quiet.
Oh, you listening to all the juice, ain't you? You getting it all. Who on here went to a party and just had a good time? Don't try to make me think that y'all just be writing grants all day and night.
Writing grants.
Y'all taking classes. Okay, who that? Me, Patricia?
Yes, sir.
All right, now. Tell us the story. Who got the hole in the wall drink?
Well, it was an old National Guard where we used to go and party after games and different stuff of that nature. And yes, it was. And I kind of fibbed and told my mom I was going studying with my cousin, but I snuck to the party. And my sister told on me, but I was nothing but the dog in me deep. Nothing but the dog deep dancing during the time where my mom pulled up at the party, and yes, she sent someone in there and told the DJ to tell me to come outside, and he announced on the intercom, Patricia Woods, yo mama outside. So I got in a bit of trouble, but I nothing but the dog in me a long time before she got there.
Oh Lord.
Oh yes. I had a snitching sister that told on me because she couldn't go. But I had a good time during the time before I got caught. So it's all good. It's all good. I'm 51 now and I can laugh about it, but it was all good.
That's it right there.
Yes, sir.
You like that? Cat ain't nothing but the dog.
Yes, sir. I think when he
didn't ever end.
Right, and I was down to the what deal when I got
How come these songs lasted so long?
because we was full of energy.
Y'all was high.
we was full of energy then.
Man, that's cool. That's cool.
Okay, see, I was gonna be quiet, but I'll tell you one.
Go ahead. Come on, Granny. Tell us
Yeah,
one.
I don't know if any of y'all know about the after hours joints, right?
Yeah,
This is when
the
after hours is when the clubs close down and you gotta be in the circle to get into the after hours joints, right?
Oh, that's real, bro.
She talking about that members only.
And they get raided and stuff, right? But this particular night was kind of fun that I remember because I don't know if any of y'all know about the people that used to take the pictures with. Y'all probably don't know the Polaroids, and you got the flower man. He come around selling roses and all that. Y'all don't know about that. I know. Well, this night was kind of fun because it was my birthday, like it's your birthday, and we was having a good time at the after hours joint, and I know the owners and this and that and that and other. Well, the flower man came and just gave me all his roses. I was like, so he laid all those roses down. You know, I took a bunch of pictures, and everybody was buying me my drink back then. And so, you know, that was what it was all about. Yeah, the after hours joint. We used to have fun up in there. Okay.
All right now. I was like, Lord, they get raided. I was with it. And I was like, Lord, they real grown.
Yeah, they get raided. Yeah, they get raided. Every once in a while, they let them know who's really in charge, right? And they come through and raid. Everybody have to go. You got to get out and you're on home.
All right. Well, somebody give me another dance story, and then I'm gonna tell y'all some more about grants. There's some things that are available to y'all right now, and you have to take action on these grants. You don't ever have to pay for a grant. There's only one grant that actually costs money, and that's the Amber grant. You pay $15 to get into their system. That's the only thing. So sometimes people pay for lists of grants. You don't have to do that, y'all. Okay. Everybody that's here, if you don't already have my list of grants for for-profit companies, please let me know. Mark, if you have the link, go ahead and let people grab that. This is my list. It's almost 200 grants for for-profit companies. Don't ever pay for a grant. All right. People getting over on you that way. All right. You don't have to do that. Grants are designed to give you money to help the community. And a lot of people do stuff out of their pocket. You don't have to do stuff out of your pocket. You are not a charity. Okay. You can create a charity, but you are not a charity. When people need help with their bills and, you know, you want to feed the homeless, feed the hungry, and clothe the naked and house the homeless, you do not have to do that out of your pocket. You can use your mind and get grant money to do that. At any given moment, there's at least $144 billion of grants available. At least $144 billion of grants available. And grants can do so many different things. And some of you throughout the year, you were not in a position to maybe purchase some of my programs. So today, just for coming to my party, I made it available to you. If anybody wants to join my grants membership, my monthly membership, we'll let you join for 14 days for free. Just go ahead and click the link. Anybody that wants my full training program, instead of paying $2,000, instead of paying $5,000, you just pay $700. Anybody that gets enrolled in the free giveaway. I want to tell you about these grants that are available to you right now. Christmas is coming up. You might be thinking about adopting a family for Thanksgiving or doing something for the less fortunate for Christmas. You do not have to do that out of your pocket. You do not have to do that out of your pocket. I'll say it again. You do not have to do that out of your pocket. Okay. Not out of your pocket. All right. Anybody have another dance party story before I go into before I tell y'all about these grants? And Lord, it's 10:30. We about to leave here.
This is Tanya.
Uh-huh.
So for my 21st birthday, me and my best friend, my birthday on the 25th, hers on the 16th. So I was turning 21 and she was turning 23. And we had a party at the River West nightclub. I'm not sure if anybody knows anything about Chicago, but that was one of the jumping clubs.
Mm-hmm.
We in there partying. So I had a little genie outfit on. Y'all remember I Dream of Genie? I had my hair in a ponytail like I Dream of Genie, and then like a little sheer covering over my outfit. I stood up on the table, started dancing, and my outfit caught on fire. The sheer part caught onto one of the candles, and my top had caught on fire. I was like, oh my goodness. So I had to take luckily the sheer part was detachable from the actual outfit. So I was still able to have my clothes on, but I had to take the sheer covering off of it. Then about 20 minutes later, we dancing on the stage, and I forgot what the man name is, but he retired now. He was a famous DJ up here. The fire came and shut the whole club down because we were at capacity. Because she knew a lot of people and I knew a lot of people. And it was a nice size, the club fit like 150 people. And we were at like 200 people. And the fire just came and shut my birthday party down.
Oh.
But we had a ball besides, getting shut down and my shirt catching on fire. We had a ball.
That girl is on fire.
Right.
Yeah. Now that's the story right there. That's the one that takes the cake. That is it right there. All right. Well, y'all, like I said, thank y'all for coming to my party. I want to give y'all some information about grants, free money that's there for you that you do not have to pay back. Does anybody have any questions right now? Maybe you have not been in one of my classes, or you had a question about something regarding grants or nonprofit or free money that's available. I can answer it for you right now before I tell you about the things that you can get tonight. All right.
Apostle, I have a question.
Yes.
This is D. Is your program online? Is it a virtual program? Okay.
It's all online.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
All online. I pre-recorded the classes, and then we do a weekly meeting on Tuesday with Q&A. So like when people get stuck, they're trying something and it don't seem to be working, you come to the class and you click into the Zoom, and then I'm there answering questions for you. And also my software, Grant Suite. Anybody that gets the membership tonight, you get access to my software. The software has over 4,000 grants in it that I've already written, me and my writers. So what happens is you go into the software and it puts your information into my grant that's already been awarded. So now it don't matter if you don't know how to write. It don't matter if you don't know what to say. It just puts your information in and moves mine out. And then you can go from there and tweak it. It searches and writes the grants for you.
Oh,
all right. Yeah. The crazy thing about it is that historically, it's been money going to predominantly white people. And I don't have anything against white people. I grew up with them. I went to school with them. I learned their system, but I noticed that they were keeping a lot of the good information away from us. And they were getting the big dollars and giving us the scraps. And some people are like, well, what's in the crumb is in the cake. Well, yeah, but I want that cake. Matter of fact, I want the cake factory. You know what I'm saying? And so it takes a different level of thinking. It takes a different level of strategy. And I'm grateful that I've been able to go into those rooms and get that information and bring it back to you all. And so that's why I want to share it. I'm excited to share it. And God made me a promise. This is not a religious platform, but you all know me. God is my source. I'm not at all ashamed about it, not at all secretive about it. I don't force my faith on anybody, but you need to know where my source is. When I was 15 years old, God told me what my purpose was. And he said to me, whatever I make happen for his people, he'll make it happen for me. And so I get great joy answering questions and doing whatever I can to help you all, because it's a seed song. God made me that promise. That's how I made my first $1 million. That's how I've made my last $1 million. That's how I'm going to make my next $1 million, by just helping as many people as I can. So if there's any question that you have, any question about grants, about business, about reentry, about whatever it is that God can help with or point you in the right direction, I want to do that right now. All right.
Well, I would like to know, so far as this is Kendra, sorry. So far as your nonprofit setup, is that a part of the package for tonight?
Yes. The if you get the one that's $700, so everybody is offered the membership, and you get to test out the membership for free. But if you want the nonprofit setup and all of my courses, instead of the normal price of $5,000, you get it for $700. That includes the nonprofit setup. It includes how to search and find grants. It includes how to do your grant budget. It also includes how to uncover your city's plan. Every city has what's called a consolidated plan, and no city can spend money without that plan. So you look at the plan to see how the money moves, and I show you how to do that. And that's the $700 one.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. No problem. Some people in the past had asked me for payment plans for like the $5,000 one. So just for today, and just for those people that came to the party, I discounted everything. You can go to the store if you want and get 43% off, but you can actually just get everything for $700 and get in the drawing to get the free vacation. All right. But anybody have any question about any type of program, any grant strategy, something that we're going after? You want to know where something is?
Hey, Coach. This is Tanya again.
Mm-hmm.
So after your Tuesday class, I had set up this workshop that I want to do in March called Women Evolved. Wait, hold on. I'm sorry.
No problem.
Women Evolved Conference, Marching to a New Me. I wanted to be in March. And I wanted for reentry and second chance women. I put down everything, each workshop that I want. But I have gotten stuck on. So I did the 50, you told us to do 50 grants. On the Excel, well, I did it on the Excel spreadsheet.
Right.
So when I'm looking at some of the grants, I get stuck because I know some can be grants and some can be sponsorships. So for instance, the Marriott group, right? So many Marriotts, I guess it's a whole bunch of them out there. And so they all have their different criteria. And really all I want is to get a free conference room, a sponsored conference room for the day from there.
All right. So when it comes to brands, like hotel brands, like one brand owns them, but each hotel has its own thing, you can go to the manager and ask him for a free hotel room. The manager can approve that. The salesperson will not approve it because the salesperson makes commission and all that stuff off of their performance. But the hotel manager, like the senior manager, not the sales manager, the person that's over the whole hotel, right? That person can approve it, and they would approve it as a sponsorship. Now, if you have people coming in from out of town, sometimes they'll give you the room for free if you have like 10 or more hotel rooms. That's just things that you can negotiate with them. But when you look at grants and sponsorships do not compete with each other. So you can get sponsorship for the single event and grants for your ongoing program. So let's say at the Women Evolve event, you have the moment and then you have 6 weeks of coaching after the fact. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That 6 weeks of coaching is a coaching program. It is a life skills program. If you're teaching them business development, like with your for-profit, with your non-for-profit While We Care,
Mhm.
and take them through 6 weeks of technical assistance, business development, capacity building, where you're explaining to them how to register their businesses as for-profit businesses, as women-owned. You're also showing them how to manage the stress of what goes on. You get what I'm saying? That coaching, you can get grants for that program. And one of those sessions is paid about $150 per hour.
Okay.
Per person. All right. So when you're looking for sponsorship, the sponsorship is for the immediate single event. The grant is for the ongoing program. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Now, you don't only need the money from the grant for the sessions, you also need a computer because you're going to be doing work on their behalf. You also need a cell phone because they're going to call and you need a number to answer. You also need gas cards or bus passes or food cards to help them because they're probably low to moderate income people. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
All of this goes into the grant request.
Okay. So I came up with like 5 different workshops. One dealing with legal services, because of course we're dealing with reentry and second chance women, entrepreneurship, a career network where I would like to actually have a small job fair where where there are companies that will give them another chance. And I also want to do a career closet while they're there, just in case they don't have anything that they
Yeah.
can go on their second interview. Credit 101, because a lot of people don't know about credit and money. What's best for them, least to buy, what fits you, and then Be Well, which will deal with the health and the wellness of the person in whole.
Okay. All right. So for the things about health and wellness, the grants are with the hospitals, is also with the whatever department gives out the food stamps and the WIC. They also have money for health and wellness. All right.
Okay.
Housing Authority also has money. They won't call it a grant, they'll call it a sponsorship. The credit unions do as well. All right. For the credit, you don't get grants for credit, but you do get grants for financial literacy. And you describe it as credit counseling and financial education. All right. You need money for credit counseling and financial education so that you can help people avoid predatory lending, so that they can avoid high interest rates. Okay.
Okay.
And so everything you need, not only for the event, but everything you need for the program, put it in there. The worst thing that anybody can do is say no, and that's not even that bad. So you put everything in there. Yes.
I got you. I was just writing everything down.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Katora?
My question was about you just mentioned that the holidays were coming, and that was something that could come. My question is, are some of the examples of those grants mentioned in the 100 grants that you were giving away tonight, or the list tonight, or was there other directional advice how to do that?
The list of grants that I'm giving to you all tonight is for-profit grants. Those are for your for-profit companies to start, grow, or expand your for-profit companies. None of those are seasonal. None of those are what I'm talking about. So those are one thing for your for-profit companies. The thing that I'm talking about that leads up to the holidays would primarily come from banks, retail stores, grocery stores. And to do that, you use a sponsorship strategy that I call the backyard barbecue party, where it's your party, but they bring the stuff. So you hold your event. Let's say you do turkeys and you want to feed 30 families. So you put together a sponsorship letter and you just list out how much it'll cost. You want to do 30 families, you budget maybe $200 per family. So you need $6,000. You need 30 turkeys. You need however many pounds of potatoes, and you list it out. And then you go to the funding sources and you say, here, this is what I need. All right. All right. Belinda, you had a question?
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. I've been in the health and wellness and fitness industry for over 25, and it's a for-profit.
Mm-hmm.
Which programs should I go after regarding what, as far as what you're saying on tonight? Would the for-profit list help me as well that you just gave us?
Yeah. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. So you're in the you're in the health and wellness and fitness industry. Am I correct?
Yes.
Whenever you're in whatever business you're in, now I teach that every for-profit business needs a nonprofit arm. Just like the larger companies have nonprofit arms. Coca-Cola is a for-profit company, they have a nonprofit arm. Walmart is a for-profit company, they have a nonprofit arm. Hospitals, they might be for-profit, but they have a nonprofit arm. Your school system, they're government, but they have a nonprofit arm. As a for-profit company, you want to have a nonprofit arm. And so I'll tell you first what you can do as your for-profit using the free list that I gave you. And then I'll tell you what you can also do as a nonprofit. Is that okay?
Yes.
All right. Number one, as a for-profit, you want to do not think about what you do. Think about the customer. Is your customer a woman? If you have women, then now you're looking for-profit grants for companies that serve women. Do you get how I'm talking about that?
I do.
Do you serve people? Are you willing to serve people that come from a lower socioeconomic status, or people that are dealing with the social determinants of health, hypertension, diabetes, etc.? By and large, those people are predominantly African American or people of color. So you want to look for grants in the for-profit list that target companies who help people of color, or companies that are owned by people of color. Inside that for-profit list are also agricultural grants. Now, you might not feel like you're in the agricultural space, but I bet in order to be fit, you have to eat a certain way.
Yes.
So maybe you also offer meal plans to people. Those meal plans and that activity can be funded by a grant. So when you're looking at for-profit grants, you want to think about the person-centered. Do not think first about what you do. That's going to limit you to one type of grant. So one of the big mistakes that you could make is to take this list and just look for health and fitness grants. That would be a mistake.
Okay.
You want to look for grants that are related to the person that you're serving and then the thing that you're doing. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. I also encourage you in your for-profit company to establish a curriculum or a specialty that establishes you as the authority on something. Since you've been doing this for however many years, 20 years, more than 20 years, you probably have a specific strategy. You can name that strategy and document it so that other people can do it. What is taught right now as CPR, it used to be that Red Cross did it, but now the American Health Association is doing it. Like the way that you do it is the way that you do it, and you sell that.
Okay.
All right. As a nonprofit, though, you can focus on your strategy. So you are in the health and fitness, but again, who do you serve? So if you want to provide this service to people that cannot afford it, then you can get grants to cover the real cost to pay you so that it's free to the person, but not free from you. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir. That's with a nonprofit.
Yes, that's with the nonprofit. So you might call it Johnson Community Charities. And the mission is to encourage the health and wellness of people in low to moderate income neighborhoods. So now you have a nonprofit that can get grants to cover your cost.
Okay.
Everybody pays. You get paid, period. You might get paid from their pocket or you might get paid from the grant, but you get paid.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. No problem. All right. I'll take one more question. All right.
Coach D, Coach Hackett.
Uh-huh.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
I saw you, Coach D, from Coach Derek. We in the
yeah.
we're in the inner circle. I have a question. Okay, so my husband and I do a ghost kitchen, and we basically in the startup or whatever, we've had like a few little sales about word of mouth, like when we out, and we've done a couple of pop-ups with things. So I was trying to figure out how does that work with grants because we basically for profit right now. We do want to do a nonprofit because we want to teach like kids how to cook, like start a little program, after school program or something for kids. But in the meantime, till we start getting all that figured out, we was trying to figure out, is there something for how to help us get the rest of the concept?
So you can take the for-profit list of grants and you comb through it and see what might appeal to you. As a Black-led company, woman-owned company, maybe if you cook predominantly, or if you work with people that cook food that that's relative to the Black culture, then now you just add some history to it and you go for grants that are based on arts and culture, or history and culture. The other thing that you can do, because you're a ghost kitchen, you also, even though you might not take credit for it, you could and you should call it business development for food industry. Because when they come into your kitchen, they're renting your space, right? Well, maybe you have some classes on your off time or off peak times where they can go over their labels, or where they can plan their ingredients, or where they can plan their menu. Maybe there are 4 things that you can teach them and you just rotate it each month, one lesson per week. You get what I'm saying? And the grant covers that. So your for-profit strategy is already working. You just need more people, but the nonprofit would allow you to make money on top of what you're already doing. I'll give you an example. I used to run a program in Asheville, North Carolina, and we had a culinary training program. So they taught people how to cook. It was a 13-week program. We took people from housing authority, from the homeless shelter, and trained them how to cook. And they would go into some of the fancy restaurants. All right. The food was donated, and they would test out their skills on the community and the community kitchen. So people come eat for free, but it allows them to practice cooking. And then at the end of the program, they would go and they would work for folks. Well, we wanted to do more without doing more work. So we got paid, number one, as a training program to cover the staff salary. So that would cover you and your husband's salary, because you're not only chefs, you're trainers. All right. And then we got the food donated. And then after that, we decided to take catering gigs. So now the stuff that used to be just going to expenses is now all profit. And this is what I would recommend you do. Get all of your basic stuff covered by grants as a training program, a culinary training program.
So we should do the nonprofit first.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You should do it now. Remember, you need both.
Okay.
Both, because there's some things that the for-profit will do and something that the nonprofit can do.
Okay. But I just wanted to make one correction for the for-profit. We don't have a ghost kitchen. We are in a ghost kitchen. So we are renting a ghost kitchen to cook our food out of, and for like DoorDash to pick up for, orders and stuff like that.
That's fine. You can still do a training program.
Okay.
And you can rent that kitchen so that when you're in there cooking, you have students in there learning.
Okay. Got it.
All right. Some examples of this are DC Kitchen, Liberty Kitchen, and Fair Start Kitchens. Now, what I just gave you was a pretty expensive thing that I just gave you for free. I hope you take action on it.
I sure will, because we was just sitting here, yesterday trying to figure out how we can get stuff. So he's like, well, isn't it some kind of grants or something should be? I was like, most of it is for nonprofits. I don't know anything about.
It is. And so that's why you need it. That's why you need it. And I'm glad you're here. Go ahead and get the package. Everything is in the $700 thing, including how to set up your nonprofit. And if you need help with it, come to the Tuesday class, and I can help you walk through it to get you approved. Also, you need to create an event, like some holiday soul food, something right now that's going to cause people to give you money.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right. No problem. All right. There were 2 hands. All right. Okay, y'all. Maisha and Belinda, y'all had another question? All right.
I have a question.
Oh, go ahead. Who is that? I have a question. Go ahead.
Miss Annie Taylor.
All right, Annie.
Now I forgot what I was going to say.
Oh, Lord. Bring it back, Lord.
Okay, the 7-day, I guess it's a 7-day free trial, and then that's $197 a month.
Yes.
What does that cover?
That makes you part of my grant membership. So you can come to my Tuesday session every week with me, and we can work on whatever it is that you need. So if you have questions, you're working on a project, you need a strategy, you need us to fix something or show you how to do something, we go through it and we meet every Tuesday. All right.
And that's Tuesday in the AM, correct?
Tuesday in the middle of the day, Tuesday lunchtime. So Tuesday at noon Eastern.
Okay, see, I don't get off till 2:30. Okay. I'll probably have to.
Yeah, it's recorded.
Okay.
Recorded. And you become part of my community. And what happened, y'all, this year, I don't know if y'all saw it, I shared online that the doctor told me I had kidney failure, stage 3 kidney failure, and that I needed to rest more. And so what I had been doing, I was meeting with different groups of grant clients, like 4 or 5 times a week, plus one-on-one with anybody that asked, plus consultations with anybody, plus my travel schedule, plus I commute between Richmond and Asheville, which is 7 hours. Plus I'm a dad, plus I'm a pastor. And so it was just too much. And so the doctor said, in order to regulate my blood pressure and to have a more predictable sleep schedule, I needed to change how I did it. So I will only be able to make the commitment to the people that are in my membership. So some of the things that I was able to do in the past for people, I just won't be able to do it anymore. I have to make the commitment to the people that are willing to commit to me. So that's the change. And anybody that's in the membership, you have my full attention. The other folks that chose not to do it, I understand that everybody has their own priorities, but I have to prioritize the people that are prioritizing this. So anybody that's in the membership, that's what I'm focused on helping.
Okay.
All right.
So I have one more last question. I don't have a profit or a non-profit 501c3, but I will be applying for it next month. So the grants that you're talking about, will they be a continuous like, November, December,
Oh
January.
yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah. We have a product called the grants calendar where I lay out how grants come out across the year. So you can prepare now for what's going to happen in the future.
Okay.
Yeah. You can definitely do that. The grants calendar allows you to know ahead of time so that even before the grant becomes available, because I've already done the research for you, you know that there's something coming up in January and you can prepare for it right now. I actually show you how to get copies of what was awarded this year so you can get like the cheat sheet for next year. So
I got you.
anybody that was thinking about starting a nonprofit, save your money and get this package. I'm not playing with you. It'll save you a lot of money, a lot of headache if you go ahead and do this. It looks like somebody asked for grants to fix your houses. All right, grants to fix your houses. So when it comes to grants, the grants are not for you to personally consume. All right. The grants are for you to give away. What you get to keep is salary. You get to keep a salary. You get to keep anything according to budget that you have predicted. You get what I'm saying? If you say in the grant, they need to purchase this book and the book is your book, that's perfectly fine. If in the grant, like if it's a transitional house and you decide to move out of one of your houses and rent that to the nonprofit, then the nonprofit should pay rent. You get what I'm saying? All of that is part of the budget in the grant. Those are the monies that come to you, but it's not, the grant is not for you to consume. But if you need houses to be fixed and things like that, your cities have grants. They are in the Community Economic Development Office, and a lot of people don't know it. And sometimes it just goes to friends of the people who know about it. If you don't know, you just don't know. So contact your city and contact your county and ask them about grants to repair homes. The city that I live in Asheville, North Carolina, has just approved $10 million specifically to fix the homes of old people, senior citizen, anybody that's over 65 years old, they can apply to this $10 million fund that's available for them right now. And Asheville is not that unique of a city. All right. So it's available to you. So there's grants to fix their homes. And if you decide that you want to get grants to fix other people's homes, that same Office of Community Economic Development is a great place to get grants to fix people's houses. And now you're the distributor of those grants. All right. Maisha had a question.
Yeah, my question was about the 43% off. Does that apply to everything or to certain things?
Everything.
Okay. Well, I'm going to put a question in your DM about something that we talked about that I wanted to purchase.
Okay. All right.
How long will the 43%, how long are you going to leave that up?
It'll be up tonight. And I'll probably share it tomorrow and close it on Monday.
Okay.
Well, it's my birthday, of course. And so I'm shutting down on Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm gonna go ahead and do it. If it's what you wanted to do, just go ahead and start tonight. All right.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. No problem. Well, anybody? Oh, Christy.
Good afternoon, Coach. Just trying to get clarity on the membership. So if you purchased the grant suite previously and had the mentorship, do we need to convert now to the membership monthly?
Yes.
Okay.
If you bought Grant Suite, you probably have had it almost a year and you've been part of all the upgrades over time. And you still have access. Your time has not expired or anything like that. But anybody that has been a member, unless you're part of the elite that paid the $20,000 or the folks that paid the $5,000, you're still inside of your time. everybody will have to join the membership.
Okay.
So,
So
all right.
do we need to go back and look and see when we purchase to see if we're past the year? Because I don't think I'm at the year yet.
Yeah. It's not for the a year for what? The membership or the grant suite?
For the grant suite, because it came with the mentorship for, I think you said it was 2 years, but
Mm-hmm.
I just want to make sure, when do we need to convert, or do we need to go ahead and convert?
Yes, all of the members need to convert unless you're part
Okay.
of 20,000 or 5,000. All the members need to convert, but your
Okay.
grant suite, because you came in first, you'll
Okay.
have that.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, y'all. Katora, is the last guy here? Well, I have one more.
He's
One more.
not. He's not. He just landed, and he's not went to a location, so I don't
Okay.
think he's gonna make it in time.
It's fine. If he does something, I'll send y'all the
He's sending a video. He's gonna send that to us.
But I appreciate y'all hanging out with me tonight. Again, anybody that does the $700 package, you'll be entered into the drawing to win the vacation. You'll pick between 10 cities. We've already taken care of the hotel and the airfare for you. And the first person that purchases gets $100. And so go ahead and share the link, Mark, and then let me know whose name comes up first. So I can send them. Y'all hurry up, because I'm ready to send it now. Okay, I took care of April Hall. All right. All right. All good. Does that include the membership? For how long? The 700 gives you all of the products, the classes, the courses, and your membership will start charging. Everybody's membership will start for free, but your membership will start charging $197 a month after the expiration. I think it's 14 days.
If we do just the grant suite, is the nonprofit set up in the grant suite, like the thing? Because I
Yeah.
think I purchased all your courses already.
Mhm.
I think I did when you first did your big open. Okay.
Yep. All right. So if some of y'all are taking time to do that, I really want to go ahead and give this $100 away now. It's 11 o'clock and it's way past my bedtime. I would normally be asleep by now. But while we're doing that, anybody have anything you wanted to say or share? I appreciate y'all being here and let me act goofy with y'all. Some of y'all, I've never seen you in person, but I really do appreciate y'all hanging out with me and coming to my party. If anybody wanted to say anything, the floor is open. While I wait for Mark to tell me who to send this money to.
Well, I had a good time reminiscing over the 80s and the 90s. It was fun to celebrate with you in that way. I think that was a cool, creative way to do it. And I always enjoy hearing you in the inner circle and your testimony of how you come through everything that you've come through and how the Lord is blessing you. So I appreciate you. I really do. I'm usually kind of quiet most of the time. So
No problem. I appreciate y'all. All right. Anybody else? I can't be on here yawning, y'all. Yeah, I'm 43, and that's it for me. All right, y'all. Thank y'all again. Y'all have a good night. If something comes up and you need me, of course you can tag me. You can ask questions. I'll be around. I'm not disappearing at all. just have to work in a different way. And I want everybody to be part of the membership so we can really help you in a structured way. You'll have my attention and you'll have my support. I just need your commitment. We're gonna ride this out for a whole nother year, y'all, right? And I'm getting in shape, y'all. Listen, I'm getting in shape. This doctor got me on this nutrition and exercise plan. I'm doing it. It's hard, but I'm doing it. I am doing it. All right, y'all. Y'all take care. I'll see you later.
Night.
Good night.
Bye. Happy birthday.